All right, so today we're going to take a look at 7-8, factoring polynomials completely. So we're going to factor by grouping, we're going to factor them completely, and we're going to solve some real-life applications. Now, we've actually done this already when we talked about the AC method for solving or for factoring polynomials. So by factor by grouping means exactly that. So we're going to group the first two terms and the last two terms. I'm going to look for a GCF here, so the greatest common factor of x cubed and 4x squared. Well, that's x squared, leaving me with x plus 4. Then I'm going to go ahead and look at 2x and 8, and I can factor out a positive 2, leaving me with x plus 4. Now the goal is to really have a common factor here. So in this case, I have x plus 4. When you factor that out, I'm left with x squared plus 2. So pull out what they have in common and multiply by what is left over. Now, let's see. Oh my gosh, if I group these and these, I don't have a whole lot to work with here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this so that I can have a little bit better options here for grouping, because now I have a common factor there. So I'm going to pull out an x here, leaving me with x plus 2. Pull out a 2y, leaving me with 2 plus x. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. Because I don't have common. Oh, wait, look at that. X plus 2 and 2 plus x are the same factor. It's just rewritten. So I can pull out x plus 2, and I'm left with x plus 2y. Okay, your turn. Go ahead and hit pause, and when you're done, turn it back on and check your work. All right, so if I factor by grouping here, I end up with a squared plus 1 and a plus 3. Here, after rewriting it, we end up with y plus 2 and y plus x. All right, so we take a look at factor completely. Now, one of the things we always want to make sure we do is that we have no more math to do. So we talk about the guidelines here for factoring polynomials completely. And this is one of my very famous sayings. This essentially means do the math until there is no more math to do. So here, I could have factored out a 3x. Here, we end up with x squared plus 3. Here, we can still factor and same. So make sure you always do the math until there's no more math to do. Now, one of my biggest things that will save you a ton of time is factor first, is look to see if you've got a GCF of any of these here. In this case, that is 2x, leaving me with x squared plus 3x minus 1. Now, I can try and factor this. Let's see, perfect square, except this is subtraction with a term in the middle. So I know in this case, this is not factorable, so I'm all done. Check. Smiley face, can't do anything there. Now, looking at these terms, I can factor out a 5 and an x squared. So I have 5x squared, leaving me with x squared minus 9. Oh, I know this is one of our special factors here. So I have 5x squared, x plus 9, x minus 9, and that's not right. That should actually be 3. I was getting so excited that it was one of our special factors. All right, go ahead and hit pause and try 3, 4, and 5 on your own. All right, when I'm all done with 3, we end up with 3x times x plus 2, x minus 2. Looking for a common factor here, I end up with 2y, y minus 3 squared. here, factor out that m plus 2, m minus 4. So now if we're going to solve, remember in order to solve, we always have to have the set equal to 0. Okay, so in order to set that equal to 0, I'm going to subtract 24 from both sides. So I have 3x cubed plus 6x minus 24x, oops, that's x squared, equals 0. So looking at my common factors here, I've got an x and a 3. So I'm going to pull out a 3x, leaving me with x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. All right, let me see if I can factor anything out here. So let's see. I know that's an x and an x. This is negative, so I've got a positive and a negative. So 1 and 8 factors are not going to give me a sum of 2, but 2 and 4. So 4, 2 equals 0. Now that that's done, we're going to set each one of these equal to 0. So x equals 0, x equals negative 4, x equals negative 2. So I have 3 possible solutions. All right, go ahead and hit pause and try 6, 7, and 8. All right, so I take a look at 6. We end up with w equals 0, w equals negative 4, x equals 0 for 7, x equals plus or minus 5. And number 8, c equals 0, c equals 4, and c equals 3. As always, if you are stuck with these, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to meet with you at Learning Lab time. All right. Example 4, modeling a real-life problem. A box in the shape of a rectangular prism has a volume of 96 cubic inches. The dimensions of the box and the terms of the width are shown. Find the length, width, and height below. So looking for volume. So volume is length times width times height. The volume of this is 96 cubic inches. So let's see. So that means we have 96, which equals x times x minus 2, x plus 8, because that's volume equals length times width times height. So let's see, 96 equals x times x squared plus 6x minus 16. So 96 equals x cubed plus 6x squared minus 16x. All right, now let's see, subtract 96 from both sides. So 0 equals x cubed plus 6x squared minus 16x minus 96. So let's factor these buggers by grouping. So 0 equals, let's see, x squared, leaving me with x plus 6. Is there a way I can end up with x plus 6 here? Let's see if I, yeah. Factor out a negative 16, leaving me with x plus 6. So I have my like terms here. So that gives me x plus 6 times x squared minus 16. Ooh, that is the difference of a perfect square. I love my special products. So I have x plus 6, and that's x minus 4, x plus 4. So now I got to solve all these buggers. Okay, so x plus 6 equals 0, x minus 4 equals 0, x plus 4 equals 0, x equals negative 6, x equals 4, x equals negative 4. Holy cow, I have 3 answers. What was the question? Find the length, width, and height of the box. Well, I only have one possibility here because I can't have a negative length. So I know that x equals 4. So I can say my length is x plus 8. So that's 4 plus 8, which gives me 12 inches. my width is X, so that's nice. So that gives me 4 inches. And my length is X minus 2, so that gives me 4 minus 2 is 2. That gives me 2 inches. So my final answer. Look at that. Oh, nice and neat. Fabulous numbers. Okay, so go ahead and hit pause. Try the last one on your own. And it's the same type of problem looking for volumes. Go ahead and hit pause, and then when you're finished, come back and check your work. All right, our final answer here is a length, which will be X, will give us 3 feet. Our width, which is X minus 1, will give us 2 feet. Oh, I didn't label. And then our height, which is X plus 9, will give us 12 feet. Now, keep in mind, if you use length, width, and height differently, that's okay, but you will still end up with the answers of 3 feet, 2 feet, and 12 feet. Nice job. Have a great day.